Oh, I am Maria, and I live in the Augusta, Georgia area.
What was going on in your personal life before you found Stephanie and David?
I was in a series of toxic relationships, and they actually just kept getting worse. I was actually in probably the worst one I've ever been in, where it was verbally, physically, and emotionally abusive. And it got to the point where it was not only affecting me, but my son, and potentially even the custody of having my son around. It was just detrimental to my job and just my whole living situation. And it just got what I would call rock bottom for me.
Why did you decide to purchase our coaching in particular?
Actually, I had found your book online, actually, and I had read through it, and it was very real. The way that it's written was just raw and real, and almost as if I was reading it like a girlfriend talking to me. And I liked how honest and authentic that you were in the book. And so I dug a little deeper. And then when I saw you and David together, you guys are extremely raw and authentic together. You guys tell it like it is. You don't sugarcoat things, and you guys do really know what people, and they don't realize that they need it. And you're really in a place where you, because of what you all have been through, each of you individually and then together, you bring such different things to the table that you balance each other out so well that it really does help really take what the person can do, like with books and all that stuff, but to the next level. Because I think once you read and study and whatever enough, it's like, okay, now how do I implement this stuff? And I needed someone or people who knew what to do to take me across the line and really explain, how do I use this stuff day to day?
Thank you. Thank you for that. What has been your experience working with us? You kind of answered that.
Yeah, super positive. It's really given me the insight I've needed, the tools I've needed to make the change, and really get me over the hump that I needed.
What's been your biggest result so far?
Oh my gosh. I didn't think that I was ever going to get past what I was going through. I never thought I'd have some of the aha moments that I had. And I think that everyone told me what I needed to do and that I needed to give up control. And people would say that I needed to feel good about myself. And people would tell me all these things, but I didn't know how to do it. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what it meant. I needed to actually experience it and see it and have scenarios thrown at me and have things and learn how to do those things and really understand how to put those things into action. And those have been my huge aha moments, and really recognizing how to live in the present and stop living in the past and the future, and really understand that I can only control myself and what I can do, and not other people, and really knowing what I want out of my life and what I want for my life and for me and my son, and going after those things and being very deliberate about that, and not settling for anything less.
What have been your biggest emotional breakthroughs that expanded your vision? Like, how is life different now?
Oh, I see things totally different. I don't get nearly as upset as I used to. I don't get nearly and when I say upset, I mean like emotional in terms of worked up over things. Things are definitely put in perspective differently than they were before. I think I'm trying to be less selfish and less self-centered about things. I'm also coming up with a lot less excuses for myself and people. I know what I expect and what I want. And if somebody doesn't meet that, or they cross my boundary in a positive or negative way, like I know where I stand and I stand firm on it. And there's no wavering like there used to be, which is new for me. And it's not easy. And there are days where I still kind of have to catch myself, but I know how to catch myself now. And I don't feel badly about it like I used to. And it's been a huge shift, and people do question you, and people do challenge you, and people say like, who is this person? And they may even call you like a witch or whatever for it. And if they don't like it, that's okay, because it's a new version of you and you're stepping up your game.
That's awesome. So what would you personally say to a friend who's considering our coaching?
I would say if you guys, if somebody gets to the point where they are considering your coaching, then if they're ready, then they need to do it. Like, they should stop questioning themselves, because if they are at that line, they should just cross it. Because I was there, and I was standing on the line, and I wasn't sure, and I was thinking about time and money and this and that. You can come up with a million excuses, you can come up with a million questions, but if something has brought you to that line, you are meant to be there. Cross it and trust it, because it is where you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to do for you at this time. And it's time. It's your time now. So just go for it, and you will not look back.